Hi everyone, welcome to Honey Drops Tarot. This is a bonus reading for the sign of Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Aquarius, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for all of your likes, shares, and subscribes. I truly appreciate it. Just a quick note, please do not fall for any scammers. I will never reach out to solicit for a private reading. I do offer private readings, and if you're interested in signing up for one of those or in making a donation, the information regarding that can be found in the About section of my YouTube page. And I thank you so much in advance. Aquarius, I hope you're doing well. This is a very, very special bonus reading for singles who are looking for love. And it was inspired by my friend Stephanie, who is at I Scry with Steph on YouTube. She is a psychic and a medium and an artist and a tarot reader, oracle reader. She's just absolutely wonderful. And she suggested that I do some love readings. And I said, okay, who am I to argue with that? So here we are for singles. I also wanted to show you this beautiful labradorite crystal that I have on my desk for your reading, for all of these readings, to remind you of your beauty, your inner and outer beauty. This reminds me of a peacock feather, and it's just powerful, and it really wanted to be in your reading today. I'm using 3 decks, the Wisdom of the Oracle for the overall energy, the White Witch Tarot for the base spread, which is only the major arcana cards, and the Rider-Waite-Smith for the clarifiers. This reading is for Aquarius singles looking for love. Thank you, Spirit. You know, I saw this card when I was shuffling, and I felt it. I kind of knew it was going to come out for somebody, but I didn't know who. Number 10, Unfinished Symphony. So you may be single right now, but there could be something unfinished with a past person. Take it as it resonates. But the number 10 card in the Major Arcana represents Wheel of Fortune, which is an absolutely beautiful energy about luck and divine timing. So that's really beautiful. You could be getting a lot of messages in songs right now, song lyrics. It's funny, in the Gemini reading, there was one song in particular that came through very strongly. So I'll see if a song comes through for you. But unfinished business for this energy. So 3 cards for the base spread, 3 cards for clarifier. First energy will be yours. Second energy will be your potential person's. Third energy is advice from Spirit. Wow. All 3 air signs got this one particular card that I will show you in due time. Okay, too many cards, Spirit. There are like 10 cards that fell, and I'm not taking 10. Just 1 card, please. All right, okay. So, let's start with your energy, Aquarius. You got the Moon. Such an interesting energy to get for Aquarius. The Moon is Pisces energy in the Major Arcana, and it's number 18. And it talks about this phase that you could be going through right now, where you could be keeping to yourself, really secretive. Keep them guessing, keep them guessing. I just heard that. But when it comes to love, oh, okay. Spirit saying you might not want to be tied down. Keep them guessing, keep them guessing. People could have tried to really want you to commit in the past, and it could have been difficult for you. See, I see the eyes that are up. So the moon is Cancer energy in astrology, but in the tarot it represents Pisces energy, both water signs. So, but in this particular moon, it's kind of represented by the crab. And so it makes me think you could be dealing with a Cancer, or you could have Cancer placements in your chart. But what I'm seeing here are these two eyes up here, and they remind me of like spirits ringing my ear. So you really want me to highlight this for you. It's almost like a submarine, a periscope. Is that what it's called? A periscope? Looking up, looking around, looking behind you, watching your back. It's like you have the feelers out. I feel like you're in a position of on the defense. I don't want to say you're being defensive. You're in a position of cautiousness. And with the crab being represented here, you know, the crab is notorious for kind of shifting back and forth. They don't move in a straight line from A to B. They kind of circumvent things. They go around. They don't like to be as direct. And so I feel this like very elusive energy with you, Aquarius. Are you looking for love? I mean, maybe you are, and maybe it's difficult maybe you don't want to be elusive, but it's difficult for you to open up or show that vulnerable side. You can see that. It's clarified by the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. So like I said before, maybe there was this idea that somebody wanted to join in partnership with you, wanted to marry you, wanted to move in with you, wanted to build, to have stability. Right? Ten of Pentacles is the whole shebang. It's good finances, good home life, good family life, good health, everything. And you got it in reverse. Perhaps you didn't want to build with past people. Perhaps you don't feel like you are in the position to build with somebody. Maybe you are feeling rather unstable financially. Something with the earthly realm. You don't feel confident in that. But it's almost like instead of saying that, you kind of I feel like some of you are just playing the field, and that's absolutely fine. I don't feel as though a lot of you, whomever I'm reading for, really want to settle down at this time, which is totally fine. But when it comes to attracting a mate, I don't know if the elusiveness is like working in your favor. Let me get a clarifier on the moon. Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords is epiphany from spirit. It's clarity. Aces are interesting. They start the beginning of each of the suits, right? In tarot, there are 4 suits. It's the swords, wands, pentacles, and cups. They correspond to the 4 elements: earth, fire, water, and air. This is air, your energy, Aquarius. Epiphany wants to come in. And we always have to remember that aces are all about potentiality. It's possibility and potential energy. Thank you, Spirit. So when Spirit brings in a message of clarity, it's up to you whether or not you want to use that information to better your circumstances. Right? So Spirit could be bringing in some information that could improve this situation, but are you in the place to receive? Let me clarify the moon. The Hanged Man, Major Arcana, Virgo energy, Virgo and Pisces. It's number 12, and it talks about needing a great perspective on things, like we're too close to a situation. And now I feel this tunneling in this ear. Your spirit guides are coming in. They're kind of saying that in order to really reap the benefits of this clarity, you have to step away. Okay, I just heard step outside yourself is what I just heard. It has to do with empathy. Understanding another person's point of view and not just sympathizing, but empathizing. It's really reaching within this place of compassion to relate to another person. And I feel as though maybe that was hard for you in the past. It's preventing you from your 10 of Pentacles. I can see that. Talks about sacrifice. When we put ourselves up in the tree of knowledge, we kind of alienate ourselves away for a little while so that we can gain greater understanding. So in terms of love right now, I feel as though the Aquarius that I'm talking to is doing a little bit of evading. Almost like, I want to know, but I don't want to know. That's what I want to know about love, but I don't want to know about love. I want to have time for love, but I don't have time for love. What does your potential person have? Justice. This is the number 11 card in the Major Arcana, and it represents Libra energy. Justice talks about karmic balance. Your person has really worked on just paying their dues, working hard, learning tough lessons, taking the L, I just heard. Your potential person, I don't know if you know them, like you have a love interest already. Your potential person could have had some blows. It's interesting. I went to adjust the rest of the tarot cards that I have on the table here, and this one keeps sliding off. It's the Hanged Man. The same card in a different deck. It just kept sliding off. It kept sliding off like it wanted to speak. I'm asking Spirit what it wants to say, because are you two mirroring one another? You're both taking a time out from love, from this connection. Maybe it's not just you that's evasive or elusive. Maybe it's them too. Kind of squishing down all of their feelings and emotions. 5 of Wands, it's keeping them at odds with themselves. They don't want to be. Your Hanged Man looks different, right? Like, yeah, you've got one foot in the tree of knowledge, but you could release yourself if you needed to. This looks totally caught and trapped and bound, kind of eking out one hand for like anything, respite. And this sacrifice is just, I feel as though you may know this person, your potential person, and Maybe you've taken a time out and it's forced them to take a time out and they can't stand it. It's driving them nuts. But with their Justice card, it's almost like they're kind of getting a taste of their own medicine. Like maybe somebody did something to them that they did to you. I don't know. But things are coming into balance right now, but they don't like it. They don't like it. They don't have to. We're not always going to like the lessons that Spirit teaches us. In fact, most often we won't like those lessons. But when we learn from those lessons, we can then be grateful. Right? I'm going to ask for a clarifier on okay. I was going to say the Justice card. They got the 10 of Cups in the upright. They see a future with you. A happy future. You, not so much. Not to say you don't see a happy future with them, that you can't see the happy future in the way that looks like this. It's not about them per se, it's more about the idea of a happy future. What that looks like for your person and what that looks like for you are two slightly different things. 10 of Cups is all about blissfulness and joy and rainbows and hooray, we're dancing. You know, it's kind of, it's romantic, romanticized. Your person could be a romantic. But the fact that you both got the Hanged Man, you're in a timeout. 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 Advice from Spirit. This is the card that showed up for every single air sign, and it's Temperance. Temperance is number 14, Sagittarius energy, and it talks about patience. It talks about alchemization. It talks about transmutation. All words that talk about healing, changing something from one state of being into another state of being, pain into power, loss into gain, that kind of thing. That Spirit's advice is this is going to take time to work through. That's 3 10s now in this reading, Aquarius. 10 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Wands. 10, 10, 10. That's pretty freaking significant, if I do say so. Thank you, Spirit. 10. That's 4 10s. Please do not sleep on that. That fact. That there are 4 10s that showed up in your reading. I only have 6 of these cards out. And 3 of them are 10s. And this is a 10. Things are coming. It's unfinished symphony, but things are starting to wrap up now. Spirit is showing me that with 10 of Wands. 10 of Wands talks about burden. Releasing the burden of all of our experiences and all of our trials and tribulations. Spirit is saying, release. It's time to let it go. It's not serving you anymore to keep carrying it. Let's get a clarifier for the Temperance card. Yeah, Ace of Cups in reverse. You're not in the position at this time to accept the new love that wants to come in for you. It's difficult for you to feel as though perhaps you're worthy, which is not true, but only you can internalize that. I can tell you how worthy you are till the cows come home, but if you don't really truly believe and internalize that, that I can't do that for you. You have to believe that you're a perfectly imperfect person who has so much to give and so much to offer. You don't feel like you have a lot to offer now, but you have a lot of wisdom, right? This one, this ace, and these are two aces, right? This ace you are taking. You are taking Spirit's gift to you of clarity. So now they're just asking you, can you take the gift of love? I'm going to read from the book, number 10, Unfinished Symphony. Unfinished Symphony. Unfinished business, an incomplete lesson, lack of closure, the need to make amends. This is a time to tie up loose ends as you near the completion of a cycle or project and mastery of a lesson or skill. Before you can move forward, it's important that you come to terms with where you are now. Practice radical acceptance. Take inventory so that emotional and psychological closure can occur, and the answers you seek will be found. You can't move forward if you are leaving things unfinished. Reflect on what is past so that the symphony can finally end on a high note. So that's your reading, Aquarius. I hope that it resonated. If it did, please like, share, subscribe, comment down below. Please hit the bell notification to be updated as to when I post new readings. Thank you, Aquarius.